Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Cancer for March 2021. Keep in mind it's a general message, my friends. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take in your world, and how you get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom and personal power, and that lies at the tips of our fingers and at the soles of our feet. So use that power to do wisely, my friends. For all my subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I love you, love you, love you. You mean the world to me, seriously. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. And guys, if you do like this, if it does resonate, please give it a thumbs up. Help me circulate this. The support would be absolutely appreciated. So guys, I did say this is for March 2021. This message, however, is timeless. So whenever you encounter it, it still may resonate. This is more on what messages does Spirit want you to know and what do they want to bring through for March. Before I get started, I'm going to call in my team of light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Metatron, as well as any of your spirit guides who would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. They are welcome to join at this time. I'm going to ask that they guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible to deliver messages that are for the most far-reaching, but for the highest good of those of you watching. No second-rate messages here today, my friends. So I'm going to start off with some spiritual advice from the Dragon Oracle here, and this is by Diana Cooper, to see what messages Spirit feels are important to come through. This may come through in Spirit guides. There's one. I'm going to ask for 2 more cards, please, Spirit. My crown chakra at the top of my hair, is standing up right now. So 2 more cards, please, Spirit. They're like, no, look at what you got. Fine, I'll look at what I got. And you get the Earth and Water Dragon. And this is really important as well, because in this world, in this physical world, we need to have the earth. And we need water to survive. This creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming. With new opportunities, nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. To me, this is spring is coming. Planting season is upon us almost, right? We have a few months in there, but some of you may be starting your seeds too. And this is actually kind of metaphorical on a whole lot of things. New starts are coming. It's time to put those seeds into some ground, give them some water, give them some sunlight, and let them nourish. Allow them to flourish and see what growth happens when we nurture those things. So I'm going to find 2 more cards, please, Spirit. What else would you like us to know? We get the Pink Rose Dragon. And it prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. I'm also getting with this pink, the Seraphim Angels, which would be hope, faith, and charity. So Archangel Michael, his twin flame, is, oh my gosh, faith. Totally lost it there. But to me, this is where the Seraphim are also the pink flame. So this to me really speaks of those Seraphim angels kind of watching out for you. And faith being something I couldn't remember. I feel like have faith in this as well. Have faith in your ability to help things grow. And connecting to this cosmic heart is allowing us to move with the heartbeat of the universe. So open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. I feel like as well it's important to say that the universe is here to support us. Again, I keep hearing Seraphim Angels. Those Seraphim Angels are here to support us as well. Those are God's holy angels. They're the ones that I feel like they're here to watch over you. So it may be really, really important for you to ask your angels, ask your guides to help you connect with the cosmic heart. And I am really feeling it in the center of my heart chakra right now. So Spirit, is there one more message that you would have? Cancer, no, this month. Thank you. They give me a few, so I'm going to show you them all actually. So we get the Golden Solar Dragon, which also is very masculine energy, but it says it helps you stand in your masculine power and wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated to become an inspired leader. And when we allow ourselves to connect as well to that cosmic heart, we are allowing ourselves to I feel like open up to growth. And when we also open up our heart, that's going to radiate out into those around us. That idea of our DNA being recalibrated, our DNA being upgraded, this could come in light codes. I'm also hearing solar flares as well. For any of you guys who are super sensitive to energy, if you're feeling nauseous, lethargic, if you feel like you're really bogged down or the energy is just super heavy, if there's a lot of stuff going on, I heard sleepless nights, check and see, is there sunstorms happening? Are there solar flares? Because I think, this is my personal opinion, but I believe that a lot of that energy is supposed to help come down and upgrade the planet. And we are all under the same sun here on this planet right now. And I feel like that's important to know, that there's forces outside of our control at play here. And there is definitely cosmic energy raining down on us to help create us to be the people that we need to be, to spread leadership on this world. Maybe some of you never really thought of yourself as a leader. That's fine. Maybe some of you, you've been born a leader. You know you're a natural leader. What we need to do is we want to learn, to grow, and to lead from a space of an open heart. We have Kuan Yin's pink dragon. Brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. I feel like this is really important as well in opening our heart and facilitating steady growth on this planet, is what I'm hearing, but within ourselves as well. One thing that's important is we need to release the negative attachments, or even just attachments, things that are sort of feeding off of us. This is also places where we're throwing our energy, people or unresolved issues as well that we're not quite over. One thing I suggest, if you are working with cutting ties, this can be energetic, and it doesn't mean we don't care about the people. We can still have these people in our life, but it means that our energy isn't draining out to them. I'm hearing like a whole and autonomous being, but there's another word. I also hear the word facade. So I'm not sure exactly yet what that's coming to, but we will, this idea could be in restoring the karmic balance. You could have people around you who are presenting themselves in one way, but are actually showing you something false. So this could be where the facade is as well. You have the air and fire dragon, which says expands your creative energies. And a lot of the signs have got this one. I honestly think that the universe is like pelting us with creative energy now, going, you know what? It's your time to shine. It's your time to create a new world. Time to take your position in this, and time to really accept that role. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion, talking to the people. Don't just let it well up inside you. Allow this to come out and share these ideas with people. And the last card you have is the air and water dragon. Very, very wonderful. And it says, this helps you to connect to higher frequencies, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, express your inner song. And this to me as well is that communicating our passions. Express your inner song. Allow yourself to open up, fully. Definitely connecting yourself at the heart space. With this energy too, I feel a really strong balance here of masculine and feminine, with the solar dragon being for more masculine creative energies, and then the rose pink and the Kuan Yin's energy definitely bringing in that feminine quality here. So when we dissolve old contracts, this could even be like if we have still like strong memories or feelings of like trauma attached to a person or situation, we may need to cut those cords and help ourselves really release this so we can move on. And that is also going to facilitate the growth, but also that allows more space for our heart, right? More love can enter our heart as we release the things that are kind of bogging it down and cluttering it. So developing your psychic senses, maybe for some of you that's really easy. You're like, yeah, I've been doing this my whole life. For others of us, this may not be so easy. We may think that we're making things up or not trusting ourselves. And I think Spirit's really strong here going, trust yourself. You know, the universe is bringing energy that is meant to change us, and we're meant to also help facilitate that change. So I'm going to read to you, I'm going to read the Rose Pink Dragon. This is the message that Spirit is saying needs to come out the most. So let's look for that one. Rose Pink. Okay, 80. Okay. I'm going to hold it up for you to look at, if I can get a hold of it. And I apologize for the glare, guys. It says, Rose is the vibration of pure and wonderful, warm-hearted love, and these seventh dimensional dragons radiate this higher love. Our heart center has 33 facets, which range from the green of unconditional love through pink to pure white. When we are ready to open the pure white transcendent petals in the center of our glowing heart, the rose-pink dragons help us to connect our heart with Venus, the cosmic heart, where we tune into cosmic love and oneness. These beautiful dragons are attracted to us as soon as our heart is ready. We may feel our heart center becomes warm when they are near us. People will then respond to the rose pink that is starting to shine in our energy fields. Receiving this card suggests that your higher heart is ready to connect to the cosmic heart. Ask the rose pink dragons to touch your heart center and sense it awakening and expanding. When the 4 central petals open, they sparkle with diamond light. They contain the higher facets of love energy and the universe. Beware of them lighting up so that all 33 facets of your heart center are active. You may see or sense a shaft of rose pink light flowing from your heart right up to the cosmic heart, which opens wide to you. Breathe soft, warm pink light into your aura. Notice how you transcend your emotions as the rose pink dragons stay close to you and light you up. That's beautiful. And what I hear with this Kuan Yin as well, in the Keepers of the Light Oracle, Kuan Yin represents care and compassion. And I feel like as you welcome this energy, as your heart center is opening up, as you're connecting more on a cosmic level, this is because you're reaching these higher vibrations and definitely calling in those dragon spirits, asking them to help you, asking them to shower you with this love and to help you really feel it as well. And I mean, I feel like this is going to change your whole world, right? But this care and compassion also means that it talks about resetting karmic balances. When we come to every situation with care, every situation with compassion, this also means for ourselves, having compassion for where we may not have been right, where we may have messed up, or for other people, because none of us are perfect. And I think this also means putting ourselves in another person's shoes, or putting ourselves in a place where we can welcome in forgiveness. And this idea of transcendent love means that it's not conditional. It's not on, if you do this or act this way, I will love you. If you don't, I will not love you. Because Spirit's going to love you, right? The universe, that love, it is transitional, transcendent. But also, I think transitional in the way that love transits us from this place of darkness. Some of us, if it's been in a really earthy place, right? This growth, it takes darkness, right? In order for us to grow, to plant that seed has to be buried. And sometimes in order for us to, from the point of that seed until we're blooming and blossoming, there is a transition period. So be gentle with yourself throughout everything. But I feel like, especially with this golden solar dragon, know that there is success for you, okay, in whatever you do. So following your intuition and also following your power to do, really making your actions count, I feel like is one of the biggest things that Spirit is telling us today. So I'm going to bring some additional guidance now from the Shaman's Oracle. Oops, throwing stones around here. I maybe picked too many, but can you have too many? So for Cancer, please, Spirit, what messages do you have? What guidance do you have? You get here the Dancer of Promise. And this is gorgeous because I feel like this is Spirit going, we promise you. If you follow through with your goals, if you follow through with your gifts, there's no telling you the successes and the heights that you can reach. I think this is also inspiring us to keep the sense of hope alive, right? I'm thinking about motivational speakers or your coaches, right? People who lift you up, who give you hope. This could even, like, you think about preachers, right? If it's in a religious sense, spiritual leaders, people that help us lift our soul, they're basically selling hope to us, selling promise that something new can happen. And if we are sitting in a place of hurt or darkness or dwelling, we want to know that there are better days ahead, that our darkness, our dark days, they won't always be dark. The sun will eventually come out and shine and spread light. And I heard also purification. One of the things I'm hearing actually, and I'm looking back at that solar dragon, get out into the sun. If you're looking for purification, get out into the sun and ask that sun to help send its rays down to you and burn away any of the energy. I promise it won't hurt. That's stagnant though, that no longer is meant to be here, and help bring light to those places of darkness, to fill it up and to feel the warmth there, because there's so much promise and potential when we open our hearts. Tell me more, please, Spirit. Thank you. You have the Dancer of Life. For some of you, there may be babies on your way. For others of you, this is knowing that life is not a straight line. Things change. And we need to be willing to adapt and to not be afraid to move, to not be afraid to go with the flow and change the way our bodies are meant to, as well as when we dance with life, we're celebrating it. You have this spirit of destruction here, and what I hear is within nothing is everything. There is a spirit of destruction, and once something is destroyed, there is creation at the same time. So I feel like this is really asking you, with this Dancer of Life as well, pay attention to what comes and goes right now. Pay attention to the energy you feel in your world, that you feel intuitively, that you feel in your heart, that is meant for you. And if there are things falling away, if there's energy falling away, know that that's done through respect and with protection in mind from Spirit. And ancestor of protection. You could have ancestral spirit guides around you protecting you. I know we can think of lots of different examples of this, right? Sometimes if we've been in an accident or we've had some near miss that we think, oh my gosh, I swear I have a guardian angel watching over me. Well, you do. You may have ancestors watching over you. You may have little entities as well, as I heard, is watching you. But whoever this is, right, whatever spirit guides are around you right now, whatever your ancestors are here, they know that you have a purpose, so they're going to protect you. If you're needing extra protection, I would say I always call in Archangel Michael. I feel like Archangel Michael is such a powerful protector, and I ask him to surround me with white protective light and to shield me. And then I imagine him taking his mighty sword and pushing it down in there. So it's kind of like the sword and the stone, that the only person who can remove that sword is Michael, and I am protected. So something I'm hearing that may be really helpful for some mantras for you going through this change, going through this growth, is I'm safe, I'm protected, and I'm loved, right? You are loved by your family. Just a second, guys. Okay, I am back, guys. So you are loved by your family, loved by, I heard, your coworkers, loved by your friends, and loved by Spirit, and you are protected. This is one of these things, I think, is with the Dancer of Life. We have to go with the flow. We have to move with what the changes that life brings. And again, they're not always linear. And that's one of these things, is that if something is falling away, know that it's done with protection and that your ancestors are watching over you, because you are what they've prayed for. You are what they've hoped for in this world. So they want me to show you the bottom of the deck, which is the Shaman of Sorrow. And I feel like there could be a lot of healing happening right now. I think that there's been a lot of, if there's been a lot of destruction, it would have brought sorrow, right? But here's where, rather than looking at things in that way of, I no longer have it, so I'm going to be sad, let's really be thankful for the opportunities that came and that we have. They're actually asking me to read you the Shaman of Sorrow. So let's see what we have here. Shaman of Loss. Okay, I'm going to hold it up for you. I am the Shaman of Sorrows. I speak to you from a place of peace, hope, and transformation. I journey into the heart of pain and find ways to restore you to a state of balance in which sorrows no longer hold sway in your life. I walk before you upon any path you choose to take, protecting you from the burdens of unhappiness. I show you how life turns again and again from one state to another, so that even sorrows know its contrary face, which is joy. And that has been such a strong message throughout all of these March readings, is that joy is so important for us. Spirit doesn't want us to be sad all the time. They don't want us to hold on to the hurts. And we definitely, I'm hearing like again that growth. Many of us, it takes those hurts to grow, right? I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but I tend to learn by the not the path of least resistance. I would say the hardest lessons. It takes lessons to be difficult for me in a lot of ways for me to get it. I'm trying to work on that, but this is kind of like Spirit's going, you know what, we don't want it to be hard. We want to help you through this. And again, I feel like this is really showing you how to transform those sorrows so that something that may have caused us pain in the past, we look at as a growing step and a stepping stone along the path. And I think this is one thing that is important to remember too, is that it may be affecting you right now, but maybe 10 years from now you look back on it and you go, you know, it really was a step of growth. I've really grown, and I'm really proud of myself for coming out of that, or for walking away from the situation, from walking away from this person, whatever it is, okay? So I'm going to now bring you guys a message from the Animal Wisdom Tarot and see what guidance Spirit has. So some Spirit wisdom, please. What messages do you have for the sign of Cancer? Well, there's two. One is the polar bear, which is gorgeous energy. And this is the Knight of Cups, or the Knight of Shells in this particular one. But he's off in search. So if we think about a polar bear, they often walk the tundra for a very, very long time trying to find food, right? Looking for resources. But do they give up just because it's not right in front of them? No, because if they did, they would die, right? Although I am being guided to say that starvation is a big problem during global warming for these guys, because those ice sheets are melting, right? So there's not as much habitat for them. But this is also about not, I feel like he's walking by this, and this is not being twofold. Not being blinded by what's directly in front of you and being fearful of moving past that because we think what we have is great. But this is also not being so blinded that we think something that's outside of us or that we don't have is so great that we don't see the opportunities in front of us. This also to me speaks of to really live in full color, to bring the colors of the world to us. If you look at the spirit of destruction, you'll notice all of these beautiful, I got violet, yellow, like all of these different vibrant colors that come because it's supposed to create a change. I think also Spirit is telling you, you know, you may be in seeking mode right now towards finding something that's meaningful to you. This could be finding new love. This could be finding a direction with your heart, or even connecting more, looking to connect more with that cosmic heart. So let's find out some more. Can you please tell me about the polar bear, please? Seven of Branches, which is the Seven of Wands. So you could, this could be you, Cancer. It could be another water sign like a Scorpio or a, Pisces. We also have here the Seven of Branches, which is Wands, which could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But I actually feel like this is more you, and it's saying, you know what, with the Seven of Branches, this is about balance. Not wanting to burn up your surroundings, right? Not wanting to set everything afire and blaze, but he's also by the water so that if everything does get a little out of control, the guy can go into the water and extinguish the fire a little bit. With all of the sevens as well in this deck, there's a rainbow. Because 7 is a very spiritual number, it's very spiritually guided, as well as there are 7 colors in the rainbow. About balance, about using all the skills that we have, about going down each avenue that we feel called to and finding out which one is right for us. Can you tell me more? There is, I heard, like with his whatever they're called out, there may be a little bit of defensiveness as well. The 7 of Wands in a lot of decks is about competition or frustration, something being blocked. This guy's on his own, so I feel like there's another half. We only see from this point. We don't know what the lizard is seeing and what he's got its back up against or what he's so defensive against. I do feel like this comes in terms of also that cutting of the cords, though, with the karmic balance, that we don't know what he's defensive about, but we don't want to come from a place all the time of defensiveness. I feel like this is trying to seek out a life for yourself that isn't worried about competition, that isn't worried about, I heard like backstabbers or people trying to, undercut you or trying to take your place in something. Like, it's not about that. So you have the seeker here of feathers, the falcon, And I heard also there's a very skilled hunter. It was in the reverse. I'll look into that. You have the 7 of shells as well here, which is about choices, and another 7. This 7 of shells, the sea lion, I think it's important to be playful when we make our choices, but to really follow our heart. To know that nothing, it's like, okay, so what I'm hearing is there's not one thing that's better or not as good just because if they're up in the air or they're down in the water. And this is also, to me, a big balance between the air and the water, where this is the water and the earth being grounded. Because again, if we're not grounded, our fire, those creative juices, we're like depleted. This is also going, you know what, while we need to swim in the depths of our emotions to be able to make decisions, we need to keep our head above the water so that we have a clear mind and clear logic while we're doing this. As well as this particular seeker of feathers, it could be an air sign in your life, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, or this is really calling you to take a higher perspective before you take action. Could be why it was in the delay mode as well, that there could be delays, there could be conversations that need to be had, there could be new ways of thinking that need to be coming into fruition. And it's important, I think, as well, that this conversation or this new way of thinking that's moving forward is leading us into choosing what is right for our hearts. You have also here the guardian of branches, which is the tiger. It was in the reverse as well, so it could be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Could be someone who's not necessarily so grounded, who might be a little volatile as well, as what I heard. And if you're working with this person, or if you're in a relationship with this person, this may be where that spirit of destruction is coming in, you choosing, do I want this all the time or not? This could also be an aspect of you and your creative drive, and I heard also just not trusting yourself quite enough to make the movements forward. But what I also heard is in due time. So the card on the bottom is the nurturer of feathers in the reverse. I'm going to flip it over, but this is the queen of air. So again, it could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, but I think it's really important because it's moving past this lower, how do I put this? This guy, okay, he can see above most things, he can see a bigger picture, and he's very skillful. And when he swoops down and takes those opportunities and very fast, but there could be delays again. And I think this is movement on into nurturing ourselves, nurturing our mental health as well, and being able to balance ourselves on the earth, again with the air. And I think it's important as well to see that the sun going down in this picture, because we do have this golden solar dragon with that masculine sun energy, but this is things are illuminated. You have the sun, you have the moon, this perfect balance between masculine and feminine. And then also here, to me, that sun represents the fire energy. You have water, you have rock, you have air, you have the sun. You have everything at your disposal, all the elements at your disposal, so that your mind is clear and you are nurturing the things that are meant for you in this world. Also, what I'm hearing is some of you may want to look up the ibis. It may be actually a powerful spiritual animal for you. So you wanted to look at that. I'm going to bring you one last message today from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle and see what Spirit would have you do in order to facilitate your dreams this month. Please, Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Cancer? Thank you. So they put 3 out, and this is gorgeous because you got Dancer of Life and Dancer of Promise. Dance, my friends. Never stop moving, right? Keep moving. This doesn't mean you're going to dance your whole life and you're never going to stop, but it means that we're going to continuously move with the flow. We're going to move our bodies in creative and beautiful ways. We're going to get the exercise that we need as well. And I feel like it's important to feel safe with this as well, because dance is a creative expression, beauty ritual. Take care of yourself, right? Some of this is she's painting her nails, drawing henna, could be getting tattoos, wearing beautiful flowers in your hair, doing something that makes you feel beautiful. This could also be what I heard is raising your self-confidence as well. And music, listening, creating, drumming also. Both of them are, I think, interestingly enough, one's the tambourine and one's this drum here, but they're both taking an active part in creating the music. This is also, to me, listening to the heartbeat of the universe. And knowing that even though these two drums are different and they have different sounds, they're both doing the same thing, and it's going to take your hands to do it. So I'm going to actually read to you a little bit of number 37, and it says the mantra here is, my heart sings the song of truth. And I think that's really important as well, because if this has to do with vocal cords as well, it's really important to speak the truth. Some of you may even want to sing, right? It's not just about the percussion, but choosing music that resonates with your soul, attending a concert. This could be a virtual concert. I think this also is blaring the music around your house, dancing around, putting on something that you want, doing your hair, doing your makeup, so just so that you feel free. And if you don't do your hair or you don't do your makeup, make yourself look extra special. Wear some clothes that make you feel divine and fine, and be your best self. So that's the message I have for you guys. I hope it resonated. If you need, or if you would like to comment, please feel free. I'd love to hear from you, and I will talk to you soon, my friends. Bye, guys.